Hi, I'm Katie, Texas. It's the first Saturday of the month in Eureka. That means it's time for Arts Alive. Welcome to Old Town Art Crawl. We're here with Duane Flatmo at the Epitome Gallery. Duane, it's such a pleasure to meet you.
Well, hi, Katie. How are you?
We're here with the real Duane Flatmo, as close as we can get, with a rare studio show. Duane, tell us about the pieces that you got showing tonight.
Well, I have a few new pieces. I've got maybe half my work here is new pieces. Some of it's stuff that people haven't seen before. When it was raining, I just went into my studio, started 2 or 3 pieces, and I would just go in there with something to do every day, and I would go and work on each one. And Julia had asked me to do a show here many, many months ago, and I said, oh yeah, why not, And I didn't know what to expect. And this is a great,
it's fun,
great
though, yeah?
crowd.
Cool
yeah,
crowd.
It's a good crowd.
Are you doing your world famous toaster airbrush demo?
I'm doing my demos.
Can you show us real quick?
Yeah, you want to see them?
Duane has been making these airbrush toasters for like decades.
You can see how many pieces it takes to do one whole painting. Many, many pieces are cut out. I'll spray through the lips, and I'll change the color, and then I'll cut another piece and I'll stick that piece back in. And it's a very, really tedious process to do airbrush. So you don't see a lot of people doing this detail kind of stuff. Now they're doing like stencils for walls and buildings and stuff, like Banksy does all that. But when you get into this is like multi colors, and a little mind-boggling,
Hey, if you like Old Town Art Crawl or any of the great local content by your PBS station, Keat TV, please consider becoming a member, donating to Keat TV, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hi, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on here in the beautiful Clark Historical Museum?
Of course. Thank you for asking, and thank you for being here for our inaugural day. This is Solstice Collective, which is a collective of 8 artists that have come together to vend their wares permanently.
Can you tell us a little bit about the artists that are showing here?
100%. So the 8 artists here in the collective comprise of Laura Bristow, who is a modern quilter. We can see her work right here. Will Suter is our woodworker and photographer. His work is kind of spread out in different areas. We have Ted Su, he is an illustrator. He's also presenting his work in the Chinese New Year Festival just right outside. Aisling, her brand is Moss Follows. She creates crocheted jewelry. Beautiful stuff. Pauline of Apogee, she creates skincare with manuka honey and hemp CBD. The idea and the intention with the collective is to build prosperity and freedom for artists to continue to build their craft and offer their crafts for sale.
We are here with Jemima Harr in the Morris Graves Museum of Art with a rare look at Morris Graves' actual art. Jemima, can you tell us about this beautiful exhibit?
Yes, so this is our entire collection of the original work that Morris and Robert Yar were gifted to the museum upon the opening of Morris Graves Museum of Art back in 2000. So it is a rare occasion that we actually have all the pieces out together. He did most of the work in here on paper, which is very fragile, and our goal as a museum is to collect and preserve for future generations.
Morris Graves enjoyed a particular subject matter. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, you'll definitely see a lot of bird motifs in this exhibition. That was something that, and even in the piece that you were standing in front of our triptych, which is kind of the star of the show, as always. And so you'll definitely see birds play a really big part in his work. But also, it's the natural environment. It's definitely amazing to be able to actually see them all together. And, even for myself being the curator, I don't often get to see them all together. So we were in here yesterday and kind of going around and seeing how things, you can actually see like patterns in his work and how the bird carries from one piece to the next.
How would you feel about showing us the storage? I've seen your storage room and it's amazing. It would be really cool to go look at it.
So we have about 1,000 pieces of art in here at the moment. You'll notice that we have really low ceilings because we're in kind of the basement area. So our really large pieces of our collection are out off-site storage. So these are kind of the smaller pieces that fit down here. You'll notice that everything in here is labeled with a location. So if you said to me, can you show me where Glenberry's Ship of Fools is? We have a database that you just pull that up and it would say, it's in slot B6, and we'd be able to pull it out and show you right there.
This show is called Field Guide to a Crisis, Strategies for Survival from People in Recovery, and everything in here was made on this prompt. Take multiple sheets of paper. The paper takes the place of your body. How has your body been impacted by the traumas you have experienced? Using glue and paper, make a sculpture showing the forces that your body has been inflicted by. Write about the meaning behind your piece. Photograph your sculpture in a scene that best illustrates your idea. I was homeless for 4 months before I had to go to jail. I went to jail for using. I was homeless because I moved from Rio Dell when my landlord sold his property. I never found another place to live because I decided to use all the time. I've been clean and sober now for 4 years. We're here with Stock Schlueter, one of my favorite painters, to look at his beautiful show in the Morris Graves Museum of Art. Hi, Stock.
Hey, how's it going?
So far, so good. This all looks so beautiful. Can you tell us tell us a little bit about this show? What about this collection?
A lot of paintings are kind of the same painting over and over. This encompasses many subjects, many subject matters, and even styles of painting. I've been at it a long time. I like to paint life.
All of your landscapes have water, whether it's clouds or puddles or fog or just there's always some aspect of water in your paintings. Is that intentional?
Well, and one of the things that water does that you want to think about immediately is atmosphere. And one of the tools in creating depth is atmospheric perspective. The amount of moisture in the air changes the values and colors in a way that here it's every day, from hour to hour. A lot of times, we're surrounded by moisture. Other places, I've been clear across the country, painted all kinds of places, and there's not near that much change in a single day or a week or from season to season. I do a lot of the smaller works from plein air, is what they call it, and I like the immediacy of having to complete it on the spot. And in essence, you're capturing a single day, a single few hours of time, and it's a really honest record of that day. Where when you go back even several times to paint a painting on location, each day blends into another one, so you're really getting a composite of time rather than a single, you don't get a moment, but a single 3-hour block of time or something like that. So,
3 hours is a moment of painting, really.
I tell people, they always ask me how long it takes to do a painting. I tell them about 3 hours and 45 years.
Okay, that's it for this episode of Old Town Art Crawl. I want to give a shout out to Humboldt Asian and Pacific Islanders in Solidarity, otherwise known as HAPPY, and their awesome festival. It was really fun, and all the other artists we got to see. I'm Katie, Texas, and I'll see you next time on Old Town Art Crawl. We are here with Jemima Harr. Is there a common thread in all of your artwork? I wonder if you see it.
Well, there's a lot of pain. Water is also the jewel of life. Without it, it's pretty dry.
Done. That's a wrap. All right.